Hey everybody, this is Dan. Welcome to Cryptids and Strange Encounters. I got a couple stories for you here today. The first one is about my first demon encounter. When I was 3 years of age, believe it or not, I had a succubus attack me. If you all don't know what a succubus is a sex demon, a female sex demon. And this is what happened. I was in the dream, because that's where they attack you at. I was in the dream. I'm sitting there in my bed, and I watched this here woman come slithering up like a snake. And yet, it wasn't a woman, yet it wasn't a snake. I'm just going to try to explain it as best as I can. It's just like the Bigfoot video. The dream it's embedded in my mind, and 3 years older now, it's still there, and it has never left. I was sitting there in the bed, and I could see myself sitting in the bed in my dream, and this here woman snake, I guess is how you'd call it. It looked like a woman, but it also looked like a snake. And she was a slithering around like this here and stuff. And I was just watching her. I wasn't afraid of her or nothing like that. I was just watching her. And just watching her real close, And she had like this here bluish looking color to her. And she's just slithering up, and I was watching her as she was slowly going up to me and everything like that there. And I wasn't saying nothing. I was just sitting there watching her, And the closer she got, the prettier she got. And her skin turned from like a bluish looking color to like a real beautiful cream color. And she had like 2 little spike horns coming up right here. And she had this here raven black hair. Had these here fire looking eyes. Yet they were black, but they looked like fire at the same time. I don't know how to explain that. And she was just beautiful. And I didn't say nothing. I'm just watching her, and she keeps on getting up closer to me and closer to me. And then she gets right up to the bed. And when she gets up, right at the time she gets right up to the bed, she turns into a woman. And no more snakiness about her. She just turns into this beautiful woman, except for the horns and the tail, like when she was slithering up, that tail coming to a tail on her, and then it, somehow or another, the lower part turned into these here black boots that come up to her, up above her thighs, right into the private area. And she's looking at me, and she just smiles. Real smile, just smiling at me. Then all of a sudden she just goes, "I gotcha!" And I woke up freaking out. I was screaming like I don't know what. My mom, she comes running in there. I didn't know. All I could say is, "She got me, she got me, she got me, she got me." And my mom brings me out into the living room, and she's trying to comfort me and everything, and I had an erection, and it just wouldn't go down, and my mom was telling me to stop, and I was like, "Okay, she got me, she got me, she got me." And then that was it. That was the end of the dream. And I sat there in my mom's arms, and all I could say is, she got me, until I went back to sleep. And that there was my first demon encounter, and it was a succubus. And there's been many more. I'm not afraid of them. I know who I am in Christ. I know what the blood of Jesus does. And I know the authority and power in his name. I know that greater is he that is in me than he that is in the world. So I don't fear demons no more. But when I was a kid, I didn't understand all of that when I was a kid. And I'll be teaching these things as well. How to overcome these things. Not just let them pound you down and everything like that there and take advantage of you. This will all be coming later on. I'm doing this here in sections. Okay. Now I want to tell you about the first time that I died. I was a little boy. I believe I was 4 years of age. I think it was on my 4th birthday. We was at Bunker Hill Lake in Illinois. And we were fishing. And bees, hornets, whatever you want to call them. Yeah, there was these here yellow bees about that big, and they had stripes on them and looked like a hard shell, you know. I can remember that as plain as day too. And I swallowed them. They were on my soda can, and I hit them. And when I hit them, they just right into my eyes, and they just stung the hell out of me. And I'm freaking out. I guess my face is all swollen up and stuff like that. I really couldn't tell you how I looked or anything like that there. I just remember Mom and Dad getting me into the car, and Dad's flying like hell, and Mom saying, "Hurry up, Corky, hurry up." I think he just died. And that was the last thing I remember. And every time I try to talk to my mom, my dad, my brothers or sisters, or anything about this here, they would change the subject, or they wouldn't tell me. I know what happened. I saw Jesus. Yeah. All right, that was the first time that I died. Believe it or not, I've passed away 5 times, and the Lord keeps putting me back in this evil ass body and this evil ass world, so I know that I'm on a mission. All right. Now I want to tell you about the first ghost sighting. Again, I was a kid. I was 5 years old. We're down in the country at my Uncle Pete and Aunt Alice's in the house that I've been talking about, Grandma's old place. And at that time, Uncle Pete and Aunt Alice, they didn't have no inside bathroom, you know. They had an outside bathroom, an outhouse. And Dad asked Uncle Pete if he had a flashlight, because we, you know, me and my brothers, it was me and my little brother, my dad, and my big brother. We all had to go to the bathroom, so Dad was wanting a flashlight, you know, so we could go out and go to the bathroom. And Uncle Pete says, "Well, I got one here, but they ain't got no flashlight, or no batteries in it. It's got batteries in it, but it's dead." He goes, "I gotta get new batteries, you know." Well, anyway, Dad says, "Well, we'll just go out here around the corner of the house here then." So we go out around the corner of the house, you know, and it's back on the back side where me and my younger brother and me had our bedroom. And anyway, we're all doing our thing, you know, going to the bathroom and everything. And Dad happens to look into the window. And he sees someone in there walking around in a red house and a red sweater and flashlight. And he said, well, I'm going to tear into them. I can remember him cussing like I don't know what. And I'm going to tear into them whenever I get back inside. They said they didn't have a flashlight. And said, and Alice is in there walking around in the back room. And my older brother seen it. I saw it. My younger brother saw it. My dad saw it. Okay, anyway, we go back inside, and Dad, he's a raising hell. He's like, boy, I thought you told me that you didn't have a flashlight. And Uncle Pete says, well, I got one right here. He says, I told you, I showed it to you. He says, look, it don't work. And Dad says, well, we seen Alice in the back room back there, walking around, and everybody in there, which it wasn't just Uncle Pete. Uncle Pete was there, and Alice was there, my mom was there, and my sister was there. And they all looked at him like he was nuts. And Dad said, tell them what we saw. So all of us boys said, yeah, we saw Aunt Alice in the back room walking around. And they all said, you're nuts. I said, Alice hasn't left. They're all sitting there in the living room talking, and nobody had left. And Dad said, well, we seen somebody back there, all four of us seen somebody back there in that back room, walking around in a red sweater and had a flashlight on. And Aunt Alice, she kept that room full of, I don't know why she did it, but she kept old TV guides. I got no idea why, but people have different quirks, She kept TV guides and Reader's Digest, That was the things that she saved, And it looked like somebody in there rummaging around through all them boxes and stuff. It was just, that room was just loaded, with boxes of these books and stuff, The bed was in there and stuff. I don't remember everything that was in there. But anyway, they all said, you're crazy. So Dad said, well, must have been Mom then. And that there's what we took it as. We seen Grandma. I don't know what else to say except for that. That's what it was. That was my first ghost sighting. And something else too, I forgot to say on my first video on the Bigfoot tracks and stuff, that wasn't just me and my mom that saw that. I rewatched that video, and it wasn't just me and my mom that saw that. My little brother was there, my sister was there, my mom was there, my Aunt Alice was there, and her neighbor Edna, who owned the land, who owned the property. And I almost forgot it again, but I wanted to clear that up. It wasn't just me and my mom that saw them footprints. And that's it for today. I want to thank you all for watching the video. I want to thank you for subscribing and liking and sharing. Leave a comment, like I said before, good, bad, and different. It don't matter. It just, just getting some more truth out there is all I'm doing. And this was my first demon encounter, the first time I died, and my first ghost encounter. And I just want to thank you all again. Y'all have a blessed day. Thank you. Bye.